Welcome to Bluebird Paper and Thread. Today is Saturday, June 22nd. I have a new friend here. My daughter brought home another animal. You would think we live on a farm. We don't. But anyways, this is Bentley. Bentley's a little Frenchie, little French bulldog. And he is a love. So I wanted to bring him on. Again, crazy life. So yes, for those of you that are keeping track, three cats, 2 dogs, small house. He snuggles. It's hotter than you know what out here, and he's snuggling. We did take him to the vet the other day. She brought him home on Tuesday. Thursday we took him to the vet. His tummy was a little distended, and so she was kind of upset, and I said, well, let's take him right now. So we took him to the vet and had him tested for parvo, negative, thank God, but thought maybe he needed to, and we were going to have him get dewormed anyways. We're going to start that process this week because he has a regular vet appointment on Tuesday. But we started that deworming process, and he now has probiotics and deworming and Benadryl because he's allergic to the grass. So it's her dog. Anyway, so we're having fun with him. Taking up a little bit of time, I will say that. So, I get home from work and I'm immediately running to the crate to make sure that he's okay and rushing him out to the bathroom. I don't think today, since I've been home, that we've had any issues with the bathroom in the crate. Maybe once, and just potty, and we have potty pads in there, so that's good. And then I'm, letting him out and playing. Gunner is very intrigued. He is very curious and wants to be with him, up close and personal. We're not letting that till we get the clean bill of health from the doctor. So we'll see what the doctor says on Tuesday, and then whenever he says it's okay to introduce them formally, then we will. Now he's seen him through the glass, he's smelled him on us, he's seen me carry him, we've introduced them through the crate, and he's doing really well. He's just excited because he's feeling like he's being left out, of course. Chanel, my daughter's cat, is playing with him. Chloe avoids everybody, and Macy just wishes that it could just be her because she's 17 and she's old. But anyways, so we've got another little friend to the family, and I told my daughter, no more, absolutely no more. So anyways, get a sweet face, got blue eyes, just precious. I'm gonna go put him up. I'll be right back. Okay. Everybody's settled. Everybody is napping in the air-conditioned house. I am in my craft room sweating a storm up. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this channel is on my hobbies. My hobbies are cross-stitching, a little bit of sewing, hopefully a little bit of quilting one day. I do enjoy paper crafting. I make cards and gift tag holders, gift boxes, gift tags, that kind of a thing. And I do other various crafts here and there, but those are my main things. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. So not only did Puppy come home on Tuesday, but I was sick this week too. I think I was the last one of the 3 of us to catch what my son's girlfriend had. At least that's what it felt like. Real dry, scratchy throat. Not even really scratchy, just dry like postnasal drip, but pretty congested. Not as severe as what she had. And so, but I was still able to go to work. Went to bed early. Just felt sluggish, more so than anything else. Just an inconvenience. So I would take Dayquil during the day, went to work, NyQuil at night. I went to bed early, had really, really what felt like really good nights sleep all week. I slept really, really well with the NyQuil. Last night I did not take NyQuil and I slept decently, and I have not taken a Dayquil yet today. Feeling a little congested. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I feel like, when you take decongestant, it dries everything out, and then you feel like you've got a little bit of like cotton mouth. Got a little bit of that going on, but energy's back, and thank God, because it is a beautiful, warm day. Okay, it's hot. It is 84 right now, and the high is going to reach 86 this afternoon. And I'm so happy. I have no aching bones. I have no aching joints. I do love the heat, so there's that. Not a lot of stitching done because I was a little under the weather with the new dog. Then everything got pushed back in the evenings as far as our normal routine. A little frustrating, but it's okay. I still had 2 finishes, and I still was able to put some stitches in some other pieces. Not a lot. You'll see, not a lot. But I was still able to move some things ahead. So let's go ahead and jump in for that. I will show you my finish. And I guess technically I had a finish and a new start because it's all in one book. I'll talk about that in a minute. I finished Honeybee Quaker by Primrose Cottage. I love it. I really, really do love it. I am not sure. I used all the called for flosses. So real pretty colors. And I stitched this on a mystery fabric. I don't even know what it is. Earlier videos, you'll see I was trying to figure out what it was. I'm sure I told you all the wrong things. So, if you are curious about this kind of fabric, I would suggest searching the internet for honeycomb fabric, and because that's what I did, and that's how I found it. Anyways, here it is. This is a sal that I'm doing with Sandy's stitches and Sarah's stitches. Sandy, of course, finished hers first and got it completely finished. I don't know where Sarah is in the process, but mine is now done. So when we hang up, I will cut it out and I'll put it in the finishing drawer. And then I need to decide. I think it's a little big for a pillow, perhaps. And I need to decide if I want to put it on like a shiplap board, or Sandy bought from Paisley's and Polka Dots a very cute bee skep, and it has little honey dripping off of the base and the roof, and then this fit on it perfectly. You have to paint it, but I was thinking that might be the way to go too. I just have to kind of think, where am I going to use this in my decorations, because like right now I have bees and lemons up. So where am I gonna put this? I was thinking perhaps the kitchen window, but then it could get faded really quickly, so I don't know. But it's done. So I am moving right along with my my Friday focus. This was a Friday focus piece. So I go through my whips, and anything that is very close to being done that I just keep putting off, I just pick it up and I work on it every Friday. Anytime I stitch, I work on it, and when it gets done, then it gets to move out. And I've actually finished several things, so that's quite exciting. The next thing I finished came out of this book, Keeper of the Pins. I want to stitch all of the things And this is the pillow right back here that I finished. Well, I don't have the beads. I'm going to wait until I'm completely done stitching. I'll go back and I will add the beads. And so this finish is Threads of Time Pincushion. And I'm stitching this on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha, I believe. Yes. No, 36 count Vintage Country Mocha, 1/2. And there we go. So I only have to add bead pin tops to here, but it's done. It's really cute. Which meant I could start the next one out of this book, and I decided to do the Sewing Bird, which is that one right there. And that's how much I got done. So I'm working on the spools right now at the bottom. I feel like this piece in particular, I really do feel like I got a lot accomplished with this finish and got this much done on the start, that I'm happy with that. I'm using all the called for flosses. So we've got some DMC, some Weeks Dye Works, and Classic Color Works. And one Gentle Art. So that's fun. This is the one I was working on Thursday night before we had to take the dog to the emergency room. My monthly weigh-in May. So this series is completely done. The month of August we received this month. It's completely done. And I just now need to stitch and get caught up. I am stitching this with the called for flosses, which I got through Fat Quarter Shop. So I did the subscription where it would automatically ship the pattern and the called for flosses. I bought the fabric on my own, and but it is the called for, which is 25 count, 28 count Tea Dyed Monaco. Oh, so what did I do? I added, I believe, this bird down here. I added the red flowers in the clock. I finished the black on this house here, and I started this red bird, and I added this red motif, and I added this red bird here. Not very far, had to stop, but I was able to move it forward. As long as you can move things forward, it's fine. So we'll see what happens this week. This coming Thursday, I will be staying the night at work all night. I have to stay up all night. I cannot sleep. I might be able to nap like at 3 or 4, 3:30 or 4 until whenever I wake up, which is usually when the sun comes up at 6. But I'm going to take this packet to get me, this whole bag to keep me busy, because in here I can maybe finish the May. I'll probably start August. I was going to start July, but we're at the end of June. I'm not going to finish July. Or maybe I'll move on to October. I may do that. I may move on to October. But I figured I'll bring this, just stitch on it, because I can pretty much stay awake when I'm stitching for the most part. Although Monday, when I was coming down with that cold, I literally woke up and I'm holding the needle like this, and I had fallen asleep. When you're falling asleep holding your needle, as you're getting ready to, put it through the fabric, you probably should go to bed. Excuse me. I pulled out this week My Home Sweet Home by Brenda Gervais. I am using the called for on this. Kind of a mess, but real pretty. This is flax linen, 36 count that I'm stitching it on. And I moved that house along. Almost done with the house. Actually, I think I'm done with the blue on the house. Where's the picture? Yeah. I finished the blue on the house. Now I just have to go back in and add the windows and the door. The roof. The flag is kind of flying in front of the house. But I love it. It's so pretty. This one I'll definitely finish into a pillow when it's done. I hadn't worked on that one for a while. And then I pulled out this one. It's been, I think I put it away in October or November. Halloween Delivery by Plum Street Samplers. Look at that. I just love it. I am stitching this on a different fabric. I am using the called for flosses. But I am stitching this on 36 count linen, Old Fashioned by Fortnight Fabrics. It is a mottled purple. So what I did is I started filling in the sign 1784. Then I'll come in, there's a row that I'm missing here, and then I'll continue on the reins, and then I'll be able to start on the carriage. I love it. This fabric is showing up gray on, but it really does, there it's a little bit better. So it really is kind of a purple. Purple tone to it. Really good for, in my opinion, Halloween stitches. And it's a very nice linen to stitch through. I really do enjoy it. It's soft. It doesn't appear to shred my threads, so that's good. This is the one I was having a hard time finding. I couldn't find, and I thought, well, let's look for it again. And so I started looking for it again. I couldn't find it. I'm like, stop panicking, slow down. So I did, and I went through it a third time, and I found it. And then I was totally fine and happy. And last but not least, I worked on the Teresa Kogut Hometown Sal through her Patreon group. If you're a Patreon Tier 4 member, you can join her stitch along for the chart, her new chart, Hometown. It's mystery, so she's only revealing and releasing a quarter, well, like 1/12 of the chart each month. So, and this is going to go on for 2 years. It's going to be a 24-month Sal. I like that because what I'm noticing with her releases is, and I think that's what stumped me on this, where she's cutting off on one release is not always where she's picking up on the next release. It either isn't overlapping enough or it's overlapping too much, and so I really had to figure it out. So I have it printed, and what I did is I have 4 pages taped together because I was struggling with this one blue house, and I don't know if I'll be able to pull it out. Well, it's not the current. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to pull it out because I have it taped so carefully. Let me just show you. I am stitching this on the called for linen, which is 40 count Up in the Attic by Fox and Rabbit. So this was the month of May from like here over, and I was struggling with that blue house, and I'm still struggling with the blue house. That blue house and the chimney are supposed to be touching. So I have taken that blue out 3 times, and I finally decided, no, Stacy, stop. So I stitched the road going all the way down here, and then I stitched the chimney, well, part of the chimney, and then I stitched the chimney first, and then I still had floss left, so in that color, so I came in, filled in this road, started on this road, and then when that's done, I'll go back to that blue building and I'll figure that out. I will fill it in and finish it as best I can and call it good. But I do love the way this looks, especially from a distance. It's going to be long and narrow. But I will say that's been what's been most frustrating. So I think I'm going to try to stitch on this for a few Sundays, get caught up. The new page, the new section drops the 15th of every month. So I have May and June to stitch. So if I put in some decent time on Sundays with this one, I should be able to get it caught up, because it does, even though it's tiny, it stitches pretty quickly. So, and I'm using all of the original called for DMCs. Now she's going through and changing some of them to a variegated over dyed. I decided I'm not going to do that because, like, I think she's already changed the pattern once, and I had already stitched it, and I thought I'm not undoing it. If I need something different, I will add some back stitching or, something like that, but I'm just going to stitch it with DMC and call it good. And that's it. That's all I got. No haul. No haul. It's warm. Oh, 86. I do love it though. I really, really do. Eating outside is nicer. Walks in the morning are nicer. I love summer. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to continue to work. I'll pick a new Friday focus. I have an idea of what I'm going to do. It's between 2 pieces. They're both winter or holiday, like Christmas related. We'll see what happens with those, and we'll go from there. For Friday, Sundays, I think I'll stick to hometown for a little while. Thursday, I'm staying the night. That means Friday will be sleeping, and then there's a function I have to go to. Actually, there's 2 functions on Friday evening I have to go to. And then I have the rest of that weekend to recuperate. And then 4th of July week, I'm off from the 4th until the following Monday, so that'll be some nice time. I'm hoping to make progress with my finishes and get some of my finishes across the finish line and fully finished. That is the plan, anyways, for one of those days, one of those Fridays. And get lots of stitching in. Enjoy family, friends, whatever it is that you're doing. Until next time, happy stitching. Bye.